Hi there, my name is Cassie Gary, and this is my multimodal teaching narrative. So the first question on the rubric asks, how do you see yourself as a reader and writer? I can honestly say that I feel like reading and writing are my strengths. They've always been my strengths. In elementary school, these were my favorite classes. I always excelled in them, elementary, middle, high school, even in college. Writing essays is definitely my comfort zone because I do well with them. I love to read. Any sort of reading for comprehension or reading to learn is my go-to way to do it. So I definitely see myself as a proficient reader and writer, and I have seen myself as one of these my whole life. How have your family and friends and teachers helped shape your literacy identity? My literate identity. So because reading has always been something that I enjoyed, I tended to make friends in school that also felt this way. So I assume, just for the friends aspect of this question, reading was something that I enjoyed to do at recess with my friends, while I had some classmates that were being punished by reading and sitting out at recess, which, by the way, is a big no-no. My friends and I would choose to sit at recess and read, and we would bring books from home and share them with each other at recess. So definitely my friends had a really big role in my literate identity. We could definitely always find a new book to recommend or to talk about, and we were oftentimes reading the same things at the same time, so like Harry Potter, The Hunger Games, the Divergent series, even like Magic Tree House, Boxcar Children. Some of those big name series. We would read them together so that we could talk about them. My family, I come from a family that consists of some educators, but my family has everyone in my family has at least a high school education. So reading was something that was presented to us as children very early on, and bedtime stories were definitely a thing. Reading in the summer, my grandmother kept us, and so in the summer she would make us read every day for 20 minutes. And of course, during the school year, that was like our homework to read for 20 minutes. So my family definitely helped shape it by making it a positive thing to do, making it something that was a normalcy to do. Not so much writing, but more with reading. Reading we definitely did all the time. Writing, at a younger age, I loved to do it. I wanted to write all the time. And I know that previously I stated that I feel like I'm a good writer, just because I feel like I can come up with the words I need to say. But I don't necessarily like it, so I never really do that in my free time, whereas reading I will do in my free time, which I don't have very much of anymore. So, and then same for my teachers. My teachers definitely made reading and writing a very big deal in school. We would read books together as a class just to be reading something other than like our reading textbook. So they definitely had a really positive impact on my literate identity. I don't have any students of my own just yet. I will be teaching kindergarten in the fall. So my students haven't necessarily impacted my understanding of what it means to be a literacy teacher. I guess pulling from my student teaching experiences, just the fact that being a literacy teacher doesn't just necessarily mean like an English teacher. Literacy is and it should be, if it's not, it should be evident in all of my subjects that I'm teaching. And just understanding that everybody progresses at a different pace and not everybody loves it like I did or do. So just kind of like taking a step back and realizing, okay, it's fine they don't get it, it's fine they don't like it, there's still time to come. Some of my memories of my past and present failures and successes to develop me as a literacy teacher definitely go hand in hand with me loving to read. I was very successful in reading, and I feel like this is going to help me as a literacy teacher because I want to offer that love for reading to my students too, and I feel like my teachers in school did a really good job of that, so I want to offer that to my students as well. And how does technology play a role in literacy development? Just basically, it just offers another multimodal way to read, to do anything that has to do with literacy: read, write, type, listen. So it definitely adds on a whole nother component. I did not even realize how fast 5 minutes was going to go. I'm running out of time. So maybe sometime I could write you an essay about this to share with you all of my thoughts.